Hi, and thank you for joining us for the interpretation of the 42 movements. This is the Taiji form that was standardized in China back in 1989 for a comprehensive testing procedure and a comprehensive tournament demonstration procedure. In this case, we're going to do Taiji Chuan with the intent of the martial applications, so it'll look just a little bit different, but we're breaking each one of these down. This one is the first movement, the beginning movement, so I'll do the demonstration for there and then we'll actually go through. This one is consistent with all other martial arts forms, all other Taiji Chuan forms. The opening movement is the same. Our interpretation is just a little bit different, so watch along here as we go through and do. I'll do a demonstration forward, I'll do a demonstration backwards, and then we'll actually talk through some of the detailed instructions. So, demonstration of the beginning movement. And so how that looks from behind. So the detailed instruction for the beginning form, very consistent with what you see with other ones. First thing we do is we actually breathe in with a nice cleansing breath. Inhale, flush fresh chi in, flush out stagnant chi as we go through. Then the beginning movement, you shift your weight slowly to the right. You pick your left foot up, heel comes up first, then the toe, or the ball, and then the toe. Step out to the side, then it's toe, ball, heel. And then slowly shift your weight over to that side so that you get 51% on there, and then adjust the right foot, bring it back to center, come in here, and then bring your hands up. Palms will face each other as you go up until they reach about shoulders height. Turn them over to cover, and then sink down. The depth that you sink is entirely up to you. If you are very strong and your legs are very firm, you can sink further down. If you're not, sink just a little bit on here. The important parts that you want to understand with this one is, first, the hands come up. They come up parallel in the way we teach, not parallel to the ground. They're parallel to each other. We're cutting through here, bringing it up, and I'll show you this in the actual application, but you're covering. You're bringing the hands up, bringing them over, and then sinking. Now, the sinking part of this is you want to sink with the body. You don't sink with the arms. So this isn't bring the hands up and then sink the hands down. You see my body didn't move. You bring them up, you turn, you cover, and you sink. Now, as you are sinking, your wrist comes down. There is a sinking press of the wrist as you go down. Okay, you'll understand this as we go through the actual application, but bringing it up here, turning, covering, and sinking. Okay, you sink, you're still over your hips, you're just sinking into your stance, you're remaining rooted, sinking into the ground as you go through. So the movement here, okay, as you go through. Common mistakes that we see with this one is people are in the movement, they bring it up, and they want to lean forward, they want to lean back, okay? You're bringing your hands maybe too wide as you're going through this. You're leaving your body at an angle, or you just drop your arms. So you want to think in terms of bringing the hands up, covering, and sinking down. Your wrists are actually coming down heavy as your body sinks heavy and you go through and you do this. Okay? So in the application for the first movement, this is the beginning movement where you're bringing the hands up, covering, and then sinking the wrists as you come down. The attack in this case would be somebody reaching out towards your throat, coming in forward with this. So the hand movements here need to come up to the outside, cover the wrists, and then push down with the movement. But as I'm pushing down, it's just not my hands, because if I did that, then it's a fight between the two of us as part of it. So whoever's stronger is going to win. But in the case of covering and sinking, it's much easier for me to be able to push the hands down, which will then in turn off balance her, and then I can follow up. So our hands here come up to the outside, cover and push down. That's the movement that you're trying to accomplish with the first movement and the application. Again, you're using your body weight and the sinking wrists, not just pushing down with the hands. So from a before and after sequence, since this is the opening move, there's nothing before this movement, but you see we start off with our preparation pose. We do our inhale, relax, and set our body. We will shift into the movement, coming out to the side, lifting up, sinking down, and then the next movement we're going to shift into the transition. So where you're going to come from here, you're next going to pull that left foot into a transition stance and form a small ball. And so that's the movement that you're going to go to here before we part the wild horse's mane. Next movement. If you have any other questions about this particular movement, my contact information is at the bottom. Practice, practice, practice. Again, bring it in, cleansing breath. Shift the weight over, step out, adjust the right foot, inhale up, exhale down, and then move into your transition for the next movement. Thank you.